Have you ever found yourself crafting beautiful brand narratives that drive engagement, yet freeze up when someone asks, "So, what's your story?" You're not alone. Research shows that 80% of corporate creatives call themselves confident communicators only to feel utterly blank when it comes to their own voice. If that hits, keep watching. So the problem here is that most corporate creatives can tell someone else's story fluently, beautifully, persuasively, but when it comes to their own blank page, this isn't a lack of creativity. It is not a lack of value either. It is a deeper conflict. You have been conditioned to create for the client and not for your soul, and it is costing you clarity, confidence, and meaningful work. So, what can we do about it? In this video, you are going to learn the three secrets nobody talks about that holds you back. Why each one is keeping your creative voice silent. How knowing these secrets is the first step towards your narrative. Watch till the end because in the next video, I'll dive into 6 effective doable steps that can shift you from silence to spoken. So keep watching. Hi, I am Twameka Sen. I am an authenticity coach, a shadow work mentor, journaling guide, whatever you want to call me. And I help corporate creatives who build compelling stories but feel lost when it comes to their own. And I'm here to help you unbecome the story you were conditioned to perform so you can become the soul-born creative you were always meant to be. So now let's come to the three secrets. Yeah. So the first secret is that you have been trained for applause, not truth. The second, your story is buried under the pressure to make it worth something. And the third, your true voice feels risky. It challenges your current identity. Did that hit hard? Think about it. Now let us dive into each secret in detail. So the first secret, you have been trained to create for applause, not truth. Let that sink in. You are a master at speaking in client tones, market tested, brand approved, conversion driven. But when is the last time someone has asked you, what do you sound like when no one is watching? Silencing your own voice for the sake of performance creates a deep disconnect. Secret truth, your real voice has never been validated in spaces that don't reward polished pitches. Unlearning that requires reclaiming the vulnerability behind your own words, and it is going to take some time, but you must start now. Now, let's move on to the second secret. It says your story is buried under the pressure to make it worth something. It is like you are under this constant pressure to prove yourself to somebody, some invisible judge, isn't it? So you're not just creating, you are monetizing, branding, packaging. The pressure to perform kills raw expression. But here's the paradox. Your unfiltered, messy story, that is what actually connects, not the pitch perfect case study. It is your broken parts, your unresolved endings, your unfinished chapters that give you your authority. But you have buried them out of fear that they are not enough. Does that make sense? The final secret and my favorite, your true voice feels risky because it challenges your current identity. because you have not lived in such a long time. You have been just performing, right? So to speak your truth is to question the identity you have spent years crafting. The high functioning creative director, the polished brand storyteller, admitting that you are burnt out, lost, hungry for soul led work might feel like betrayal to you and to others. But the truth, that risk is exactly where true transformation lives. And owning it means stepping into a story that belongs to you, my love, not the one that was assigned. And why do these three secrets matter so much? Because they aren't just insights, they are invitations. If you can see how you have been living someone else's narrative, you can begin reclaiming your own. You will stop performing and start owning, and light up your work with authenticity that clients and your soul will instantly recognize. So, in the next video, we will break through even more, as in, I'll walk you through the six specific empowering steps to excavate your narrative, ground it in truth, and start speaking it with confidence. Does that sound great? So stay tuned for my next video because your voice deserves the stage, my love. No, so if this conversation hit a nerve, if you have ever coached brands forward but left your own voice in the shadows, then come to our free webinar this Wednesday, 23rd July at 7:30 p.m. IST called Unmask Your Passion and Become a Soul-Led Creator in the next 90 days. We will go deeper into corporate creative burnout, identity collapse, and how to rebuild from the inside out with boldness and nuance. There's so much more waiting on the other side of your silence. Register now, find the link in the description. Remember, seats are limited. So here is my closing message for you today. Your voice has been waiting not just to serve a brand, but to serve your own soul. Understand this. So when you stop silencing yourself, you start building the kind of work that flows from purpose, not perfection. So hit like, share with a creative who needs to hear this today, and don't forget to subscribe because we are just getting started. You have stories. Let's give them a voice. Thank you.